A fiery crash, then explosion. Businesses destroyed. Now the investigation into what caused it.
Temperatures don't go too far overnight, but the clouds are on the move.
Good food that's sustainable. New York Live's here with the chefs making an impact. Hey, what's up? This is News 4 Now for February 16th. I'm your girl, Kay Ingram. Now, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a tanker truck carrying gasoline to crash on Long Island, spilling gasoline and knocking out power. This was the scene early Wednesday morning on Sunrise Highway near North Center Avenue in Rockville Centre. It was carrying 9,000 gallons of gasoline, which exploded, setting two buildings on fire. One of them is an abandoned furniture store. The other is a liquor store. One fire captain called it the worst thing he's ever seen. 4 people were hurt. The truck's driver and 3 firefighters included. Firefighters say flames from spilled gasoline were also coming out of 7 to 8 manhole covers along the street, too.
And when I looked down Sunrise Highway, there was fire coming out of 7 or 8 manhole covers all the way down to the underpass, about a quarter mile down the road at Sunrise Highway.
Officials tell us 150 firefighters from more than 20 different departments were needed to help get the fire under control. 500 homes were without power for hours due to the damage from the explosion. It's still unclear what caused the crash. Also on Long Island, police are investigating a shooting on a Long Island Railroad train. Officers tell us a man was shot and killed on a train that was about to leave the Ronkonkoma station around 1:45 Wednesday morning. Witnesses say a man in a hoodie was seen running from the station. So far, no arrests. And a 53-year-old Connecticut woman dumped at Jacobi Hospital with injection marks on her body has died. Police say Maxine Messam was left at the hospital earlier yesterday by 2 other women. She was unconscious, and law enforcement sources say she had multiple injection marks in her buttocks. They suspect it might be evidence of some sort of procedure that went wrong. Police are now looking for the 2 women who dropped her off. Doctors right here in the city believe they've possibly cured a woman of HIV. The patient was diagnosed with HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, in 2013 and leukemia in 2017. Now, in order to treat the cancer and the virus, she received cutting-edge stem cell transplant treatment at New York Presbyterian Weill Cornell. Her doctors now considered her HIV to be in long-term remission, a sign of a possible cure. The woman now joins 3 male patients whose doctors say their HIV has very likely been cured with treatment. But the procedure is expensive and risky, so may not be widely available just yet. All right, if you're looking for a good idea for a date night, the Metropolitan Museum of Art is hoping to entice you to swap an evening in your living room for an evening at the museum. Starting this Friday, the Met will offer live music, 2-for-1 drinks, gallery chats with museum guides, and more. Date night goes from 5 to 9 p.m. every Friday and Saturday at the museum's 5th Avenue location.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. If you liked today, we're going to see the same temperatures pretty much straight through this evening and into the overnight. So staying in the low to mid 40s through dinner time and into the midnight hour. We'll have more cloudiness. We will stay dry and winds will still be on the brisk side. They go from breezy to the point where it's a little bit chilly for the evening hours, and then by tomorrow really picking up out of the south, so that by tomorrow afternoon we're looking at pretty consistent gusts over 30 miles per hour. Temperature-wise, with them nearly steady overnight, we do have more cloudiness and all of that humidity coming up as well on those southerly winds. So along with some of the cloud cover, there may be some patchy fog, but it really is the start of one of the milder days we've had in several weeks.
News 4 celebrates Black History Month. Road Warriors for Equality. Freedom riders were fearless in the face of so much hate. In 1961, the group of black and white civil rights activists took bus trips through the South, protesting segregated bus terminals. Despite arrests and savage attacks by protesters, hundreds joined the cause, and the government ruled segregation in transit was illegal, a key step toward the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The Freedom Riders are part of our collective history, and together we are for New York.
All right, but first, if you're still looking for ways to keep your New Year's resolution to eat healthier, you're not late. Then you might want to consider bringing a few more vegan dishes to your table, and it's not as hard as you might think. New York Live is here to take us right into the kitchen.
I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for ways to reimagine my favorite dishes and make them more sustainable for the planet, but not lose any of the flavor. So for Veganuary, Chef Christina Ramos has come up with some simple but delicious recipes.
I'm a professional chef. I've been working in restaurants all over New York City, like 11 Madison Park, and over in France, Auberge La Fenière.
Wow.
And over the past couple years, I've kind of changed my perspective on cooking and wanted a more sustainable lifestyle and way of feeding people. So I'm now a chef educator for Chefs for Impact, which is a nonprofit based in New York City, which educates people about sustainability, locality, and all well-being.
Well, I know you have some fantastic things prepared for us to cook up together. All the sustainability is making me hungry, so let's head in.
So first we're gonna start off with our creamy vegan pasta.
Yum.
Once our pasta is ready, we're gonna mix it together with the sauce and then finish it off with some lemon zest, lemon juice, and some breadcrumbs. So we have some sourdough that we'll toast with olive oil. On top of that will be a vegan yogurt that's been mixed with some roasted garlic and seasoned to taste. We'll sweat and saute some shallots, oyster mushrooms, and some olive oil, and finish it off with some vinegar for some acid.
Ooh.
And on top of that, we'll just add some sprouts that I found in the market.
Ooh, look at that.
There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's gonna be a little messy. Just go for it.
Just get in there.
Be brave.
I love that it's got that creaminess and it's got a little heat, but then that acid and the fresh sprouts kind of waking up your palate.
Yeah, all of these foods are in season, so they're in their prime. And you know, when you go to the farmer's market, you want to be able to buy foods that are in season. So Chefs for Impact has created this guide where you can kind of check in what's in season and what's not.
Well, thank you, Chef Christina. Do you have mushroom for more? Because I'm going to keep eating.
All right, y'all, now to a developing story making national headlines. A child, missing since 2019, has been found safe Monday by police. That's after a shocking discovery by an eagle-eyed detective. Inside the family's Ulster County home, a secret makeshift room under the stairs. News 4's Ida Siegel explains just how police say that the family kept Paisley Schultes hidden for more than 2 years.
It was an incredible discovery. 6-year-old Paisley Schultes, the girl missing from upstate New York the last 2 years, found hiding in this tiny compartment beneath a set of basement stairs at this home in Saugerties, alive and well.
I can only assume based on that space and the way it looked and the fact that it had a blanket and it had a teddy bear and the bottom blankets were soaked. They had been there obviously a while.
She was there with her own mother. Paisley's parents, Kimberly Cooper and Kirk Schultes, lost custody of their daughter for reasons that aren't clear. Paisley was supposed to be staying with a custodial parent just outside of Ithaca when she disappeared. Police always suspected the parents the last 2 years, but partial searches of this home came up empty until a fresh tip prompted a warrant that brought them back yesterday, and a sharp detective thought the stairs looked odd.
It was a feeling that he had. It was just the way the steps felt when he walked on them. It was something, and what he saw, it didn't seem right to him.
They pulled the boards of wood out, and there she was. Police believe she was taught to hide under the stairs when investigators came to the house. But neighbors say they never saw her on the property at all.
My granddaughter's been in the house several times for parties and stuff, and I'm just shocked because they always seem friendly and nice.
When you hear that there was a girl being hidden there for a couple of years?
Well, I had no idea. No clue. I've never seen a child out there.
Paisley is now back with her legal guardian. No comment from Kirk Schultes outside the home today. He and Kimberly Cooper have been ordered to stay away from Paisley and her guardian. Police say more charges could be coming. Ida Siegel, News 4, New York.
All right, friends, that's it for today's show. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you back here tomorrow.